So now, weather-wise, how did we get here? Of course, going back a week, the extreme winds playing such a huge factor, but more factors going even much longer beyond that. Just look at comparison. Downtown Los Angeles, over the past 3 years, more than 8 inches, almost 9 inches of rain in 2023, 2 inches. This is just for January, and so far in January this year, no rain, and it goes beyond that as well. And we'll get to that in a moment. But the rainfall that we saw yesterday did end up causing problems, landslides, mudslides, debris flows. It was a lot of rain, several systems in the month of January, creating winter weather and a lot of wet weather here on the West Coast. The observed precipitation, the amount of rain that happened here on some of the south-facing slopes here, several inches of rain in February, extremely wet month. But this is a time of year when we should have already seen a decent amount of rain. And there is an obvious dry period in California, in Los Angeles in particular. You can see that really gets going spring. There's April, May, and then June, July, and August. You barely get any rain. I mean, if it rains one day, it's a news story. It's a big deal. But the water year, when you do expect to see some rain, starts in December and continues this month, January, February, and even into March, seeing a healthy amount of rain. On average, since October 1st, you would expect at this point, where we are right now in the wet season, you would expect more than 4.5 inches, not even a quarter of an inch so far this season since October 1st. So again, the winds from last week, the extremely dry conditions that have been ongoing, but also remember all that rain we saw last year can help create more vegetation, so more stuff to burn. And just how dry this season some of the areas, the orange number here, how far behind where you would expect to be in terms of rainfall, well over 4 inches to more than 6 inches in Santa Barbara, behind where you would expect to see that kind of rain. So since October 1st, we're getting into that top tier, top 1, 2, 3 for driest periods here. And then the drought, of course, becoming severe across parts of Southern California, with the amount of humidity, again, still making a really important presence return by the end of the week, seeing a little bit more moisture. So that's what we're seeing right now, Mike. Some relief, but no significant rain at all, if any, in the days to come.